What's up? Welcome, WOD preppers, to the wonderful world of WODprep. I came up with that last night. How bad is it? I think it's pretty bad. Sorry I'm late. I had to poop. Bacon and eggs last night, and I just woke up. So what's up? What's up, Ken? No, Gus. He slept in. No, I think he's traveling. What's up, baby? Ken, you should just come on the show with me today since no one's watching. Ugh. I got this sweet shirt from what's it called? Northern Spirit. Let me see if I can find it on their website. If not, I'll show you guys. It's from the Adaptive Games. Northern Spirits. They make good quality stuff. I hope they make it, man. They spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money to be part of the CrossFit Games. I mean, a lot. Everyone had Northern Spirit gear. I mean, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in free stuff that they were giving out. It was crazy. Let's see, adaptive. Nope. What's up, Sean? Yo. That's all right. It wasn't awkward. I think all is fine. It was kind, showing love to everybody. All right. Oh, maybe it is. Is this one of them? Semifinals. We got adaptive. No. All right, I'll show you. So here's the front. It's adaptive 24. It's pretty sweet, but the back is awesome. And I guess this is like kind of what they did. Share screen. Share. I think this is like their thing. So they make like a theme. It's like the back, right? That's actually kind of cool. They did the same thing with this one. So it's pretty neat. Okay. My wife walked in. My wife walked in just now while I was shirtless. You should have seen the look she gave me. I don't think she's ever looked at me that weird at 6 a.m. before. Anyways, so it's pretty cool. I don't know, it's like where they're located and I don't know, all the stuff. It's pretty neat. But yeah, you should have seen how embarrassing that was just now. I was just like this, and she walked in. She was like, "What?" She handed me the monitor for Bennett. Yeah, that was peak awkward. But it's okay. She'll forgive me. Yeah, thanks. How's everyone's week? Is anyone here in the Southeast United States? That's the question. Let's see. We just woke up. Let's see what Helene did last night. We went to bed at like 10:30. Helene is in South Georgia. Oh, it slowed down a lot. No, that's not right. Let's see who's following it, huh? Helene. Let's see if anyone's actually following it. I found a page last night and someone was like in the eye. It was pretty sick. Let's see if I can find that page again. That was wild. History. Yeah, you should be good. You'll get some good rain. Uh-oh, Katie. Yeah, is everything okay? Did you guys make it? Any down trees? You guys probably have never had a hurricane like that. Mm, let's see. This guy's found the eye wall.
I know.
This is crazy. This is the eye wall. These guys are at like 10 o'clock when it made landfall last night. 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, then the window caves in or something. Back out!
This is
Oh, big power!
Can you guys hear what I'm hearing, like on the YouTube? This dude is nuts. But I mean, they probably got, they had 1 million views on this live stream. 1 million on a live stream. Guys, that's fucking crazy. I have 15 watchers right now. They were having 50,000 at a time. This is nuts. This is crazy. And then y'all check this out. This is wild. When you guys hear the eye of the storm, if you guys aren't from the southeast or Florida, you've never experienced an eye. But it's real. Like in about 30 seconds or maybe 3 minutes, this guy, it's going to be dead silent. Watch. And boom, the eye. This is crazy. This was 10 minutes later.
Breaking into the eye.
It's crazy. Just nothing. Just in the eye. Literally no nothing. It's not wild. Dude, hurricanes are in fucking insane. Crazy. I can't hear him. Look at this. Isn't this crazy? Wow. Mind blowing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, nuts. Ooh, put myself back. Hello. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Isn't that crazy? I assume it got worse again. Yeah, down trees everywhere. Let's see how many people are without power. Without power, Helene. Oh no, I just want to see all the 2 million plus without power. What? Tampa's underwater. North Carolina's getting underwater. Safe, all good. We were just west. We're in Pensacola, so we're literally all the way to the Alabama border, through the Panhandle. So no issues for us. But it sucks. But it's coming into Atlanta. Coming in hot. They're gonna get a lot of rain. Georgia's gonna be soaked and flooded. Oh yeah, Troy, you did dodge it. If you were East Central, you would have got it for sure. I think that's where Katie is. Katie's like southeast, or just south, Valdosta maybe. Ugh. All right, what do you guys want to talk about today? I have a little bit to talk about. I feel like we should rename this. What do you think, like the morning show? I don't know. The show is kind of woke on HBO. HBO Max, no Apple, but maybe like CrossFit morning show. I don't know. Live chat and chill. There we go. About an hour. There we go. Northeast an hour. I feel like we should name it. I'd like to come on more, but I just need to get shit done in the morning. But I want to be on more. I'd love to come on for maybe a shorter time every day. But it's tough. I'm playing like domestic dad. Bennett's been home all week. I got home Monday. And I think they were out of school. Yeah, Eastman. I actually don't know where that is. I assume it's in Georgia. Were they out of school Monday? Yeah, they had a school monday. 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 Yeah, they had a Yeah. Out of school Monday. He's got a stomach bug. He's been out of school all week. Wedding this weekend. Just no time to do anything except full-time dad. I feel like this week's so busy. So busy. The adaptive games were sick. And I talked about it. Good morning. Slater, I feel like every time you come on, I should play the Slater song. That song was fucking hilarious. Um, yeah, the weeks are just crazy. How was everyone's week? Anyone do anything of worthy, of note? Um, anything worth discussing? How's everyone's training? We can talk about some CrossFit. September should be starting to ramp up some intensity. The open is in 5 months, 4 months, 4.5 months, depending. I don't know. Who knows if there's going to be an open? Who knows? Who knows? I'm sniffly. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to sniff right in the mic all day. Mhm. Morning, Camille. Good morning. Well, if you guys are in the Colorado area, anyone looking for a last minute competition, free shoes, things, make sure to sign up for Coda Iron Games. We have a few spots left. Just a few. Need a team. Camille's going. She's competing. But if you guys know anyone there, let me know. Give me their IG handle and I will ping them. I have no shame. We want to fill it up. We only got a few spots left. We want all the spots to be filled. So I will reach out to them directly. But if you know anyone, let me know. I can't believe Gus is in here. I'm disappointed in him. Someone should message him. All right. Camille, how'd you fare in the storm? Camille is in Central Florida, North Central Florida. So she's on, so she must have power, or she's on her phone, which would be very dedicated by her. Um, all right. So I was reading MCU's article this morning. No matter what you think about them, they still are a news source in general. And good, 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 good. Awesome, Camille. Good. I'm glad you're safe. And so I still like to support them. So I still keep I'm not a huge fan that Barbell bought them and of everything they put out, but they are across something that supports CrossFit overall. So I support it. All right. So we're going to talk about MetFix again. Emily Kaplan was interviewed by Emily Beers and that came out yesterday. So no, nothing, I don't know, shocking by any means. But we'll just kind of go through the pieces. It's a certification aimed at educating coaches to use nutrition first to combat obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases. It's an update to the 20 years that we've had. He didn't sell to Eric Rosa. That's the biggest lie CrossFit ever told, for sure. I think we all realize that. Eric Rosa was just a patsy, just a front man. All right. The goal is to expose and equip anyone interested with the tools to protect themselves from. We're just going to open this in a new tab. From the ills of modern medicine and broken science at large. All right. Details. It'll look very similar to CrossFit's affiliate model, except it'll be nutrition first over fitness. There will be 100 coaches who've been invited to attend the first cert. Once they're done, each coach will get 2 invitations to be given out, and I'm assuming that that's going to just grow like a family tree, like they said. So, um, they asked if they have to drop their CrossFit affiliation. Sounds like it has nothing to do with the design of CrossFit, right? It's just getting the education, being on their directory, etc. That here's the knowledge we have, and this is the nutritional advice that we're going to give, and here's the consistency of it. So, um, ultimate goal is to equip coaches with education and confidence to help their clients make change. Um, this is interesting. Hope that these coaches can become true professionals who are viewed as healthcare workers and professionals, not as Burger King employees. Um, this is interesting. I didn't know this. I didn't know he was licensing them to CrossFit. Maybe they can fucking fix the journal and they can actually organize it so we can find literally anything. And if you don't know the article by heart. All right, here's the questions. Is it going to be a competitor? No. Why do you think CrossFit coaches often don't focus on nutrition? It's hard, basically. Um, it's not as fast, right? Fitness is fast, you feel it. Nutrition is hard, especially the way that they're pushing this nutrition. No gluten, no sugar. It's really hard. It's going to feel like shit for a long time, right? I've been in CrossFit 15 years. Getting to people to commit to the gym is easy, and I agree 100%. Emily's right on point with this. Um, what will they do? What will MetFix coaches do differently? Um, it's really the educational piece. If the coach really understands the mechanisms and actions of what happens when you eat glucose, they're able to talk through the body, the people in the way that drives it home. This isn't about getting your bikini body, it's about long term health. I'm an optimist, but I really believe, especially when people are being more worried about cancer and Alzheimer's and all the things that when you say, when you eat that stuff, when you eat that stuff, this is how you get these diseases. So if you want to avoid these things, then you need to avoid these things. Simple, simple. Um, and I love this. This is my favorite part of all of it, right? And this is how I look at rehab and pain and injury and all the shit. I think part of my pet peeve when you look at this healthcare marketplace is how we overcomplicate these things. You don't need a wearable. You don't need an ice bath, which I like an ice bath. I like a sauna. I don't really care for wearables. I do like to track my heart rate. You literally need to put some shit in a backpack and go for a long walk and don't eat like crap. That's going to be our message on the most simplistic level with the backup of really deep scientific predictive value. Dude, that is the I posted that on my Instagram as a post, and I don't ever make posts. I just clipped this and I posted it, and this is just the perfect way to explain fitness and health. Pick up heavy shit, walk it around, eat really healthy, right? And it's easier said than done, right? And she talks about Emily asks, or Beers asks, for some people, poor diet and overeating is an addiction, and education doesn't fix addiction. Does MetFix go into educational part? So I'll read it and then I'll respond. I think Greg and I both feel sugar is an addiction, and I think there has to be a level of understanding that this is really hard. You're going to have withdrawals. You're going to feel like you have the flu, and you have to kind of push through that. But again, that's about long term health. I don't think so much in the marketplace is about this. I think so much in the marketplace is about this quick fix, beach body in 30 days. That's not what the program is. Um, I think she's asked that question already. This is interesting, right? Are they going to address addiction and psychological side of food? Um, you know, I think in this capacity, right? In these people that I don't think we need to be a psychologist or a trained professional to support people to make changes in their diet, right? That would be the same thing as asking a nutritionist or a dietitian to go through that stuff. Um, uh, and they do, but no more than I assume the information that BSI is going to give, or MetFix. After 20 years, considering the fact that CrossFit coaches don't focus much on nutrition coaching, which I disagree. I think it is. I just don't think that they agree. I think a lot of people nutrition coach for performance. What's up, Chris? We're all awake. Hey, you're in Louisiana. You're fine. I was gonna ask if you had any of the storm. But it takes balls in some states. And this is the other interesting thing, right? So I'm not sure the word failed, but I would say a massive opportunity. It takes balls become in some states it's illegal. You can't tell people what to eat if you're not a registered dietitian. Let's see what states those are. Did I open a new thing? Let's see this one. What's Florida? All right. So this is all very interesting, right? I guess the lightest color is nothing. The darkest color is a lot. All right, so let's go over this. No legal opposition. Anyone can perform nutrition counseling on their own. However, only an RD is accredited, authorized, to be recognized by the government, eligible for reimbursement. Um, uh, unless an individual is licensed, that individual cannot legally perform. This is very good wording, right? Specific nutrition counseling. Okay. And this is where nutritionists not interested in becoming an RD, they can have licenses. So if they have other licensing for nutrition, um, oh yeah, that's right, blue. Sorry. Um, unless an individual is licensed, that individual cannot legally perform specific nutrition counseling. The fact remains that unless one becomes licensed, they would remain ineligible. So, just like anything, right? Like no one, there's not a dietitian, there's not a nutrition police coming around, okay, and making sure that you don't give advice. All right. Um, like no one gives a shit, right? It doesn't matter, right? Just like I'm a physical therapist, but I'm not allowed to treat someone in Alabama, even though I live fucking 3 minutes from the Alabama line. I have to get licensed in Alabama. Alabama can suck my dick. I'm not going to get licensed in there. That's the dumbest thing ever. There's no police, right? There are millions of people that provide rehab to people that aren't physical therapists. Do I like it? It's probably fine. It's okay. But we don't have rehab isn't there. And this says specific nutritional counseling, right? It's semantics. No one cares. No one's going to come after it. And I assume that MetFix is going to do some lobbying too, right? And fight some other stuff, which good for them. I support it. Every CrossFit gym offers nutritional coaching from a WAG or Precision or what's the new guy that like yells about eat whatever you want all over Instagram? What's his name? CBI or something like that. Um, I don't know. He works with a bunch of people now. CBI Nutrition, is that it? Nope. CBG. Thank you. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, he's really loud. He's sponsored a lot of big name athletes. He did a really good job. He's got a good social media. But what's consistency breeds growth, right? And like his whole thing is like no tracking at all, right? But you got to eat a lot of carbs. So yeah, this is interesting. This is very true. This is the same with a physician and physical therapists and all the things, right? Like I think there's probably just like a byproduct of dietitian is like a pretty challenging degree. Most people in challenging academic programs aren't very healthy. And that's just I don't think it's a byproduct of them not wanting to be healthy. I think it's more of like it's very challenging to train and eat really well when you're studying like 10 hours a day personally, right? I mean, I've been in a program, right? I have a doctorate and it was fucking hard. right? I didn't have the best grades. And so, you know, you just make sacrifices, right? I chose to train more than study, but I passed and it is what it is. Some people don't. And most of my classmates were fat as fuck. It is, it is what it is. But this is true. Like specifically a dietitian, they are usually not very aesthetically pleasing. Um, uh, like a licensed dietitian, because that's a postdoctorate or it's a post grad degree, right? So masters or even um, a um, a doctorate, so a PhD or anything like that. It's interesting. But nutritionist, yeah, but you're a fucking firefighter, Slater. I'm very aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, I bet you are. But you're a firefighter too, right? And that was the undergrad. I don't think as a undergrad dietetics there you can get a job anywhere, right? I think you have to have a master's, right, to be considered a dietitian. I don't I could be 100% wrong. But I think that's like saying having an undergrad in exercise science calls me a physiologist, but I have to go through a master's to be able to do any research. I could be 100% wrong. Correct me. Um, so anyways, what are we at? What are we looking at? I lost my page. There we go. Um, yeah, so, so right. So which is the same fucking thing as going to get a master's. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I used to believe this. Hold on. So you have to do an unpaid internship 2 years. Guys, who fucking works for 2 years unpaid? I worked for a year unpaid as a PT. PT school is such a scam. Don't go to PT school. Don't go to PT school ever. If you guys are thinking about it, or if you have kids that are thinking about it, call me. My number's below. Don't fucking do that. Don't go to PT school. What a joke. Um, anyways, yeah, 2 years, get fucked. It's not gonna work for 2 years. Maggie, everything to an extreme is not sustainable. It's okay to have some of everything. I I agree, but, um, but I don't know. I'm like, I do agree with this, but I'm also leaning the other way for, like, raising Bennett, right? Like, I don't want him to I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, you do only have one life, but I wanna live that life. I don't want Alzheimer's. I don't want cancer. I don't want to be unable to support my child, and I don't want my child to be sick, right? Or die early or um, any of that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I think for sure there's balance, right? Um, you know, I mean, I've definitely tried a lot of things, legal and not legal, a couple times, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd do it again. I mean, I probably would, to be honest, but it's just my mind is changing, right? Like my mindset on this is changing progressively over the years. And I think it's probably because, like we're just seeing so much of, yeah, maybe we tried a little bit of it, but what we were trying is in everything, right? Like a bad ingredient or like an carcinogen or, like a poison that's like in, I don't know, like a food coloring or something like that, right? Like, oh, I'm eating healthy. And then it's like, well, but you're not, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Um, Sean, this is, yeah. So in exercise phys, obviously we worked close with athletic trainers and during undergrad, it's, um, it's a tough dude. The athletic training undergrad program is wild, but you do get out and you get a job right away, which is out of school. As soon as you graduate, you can get a job because you've done probably 4,000 hours of work of what do they call it? Work, mm, learning work. I don't know. internship. Yeah, we'll call it an internship. With a football team at the school, or basketball or baseball or soccer or whatever. So it's tough. It's a grind. Everyone I know that went to undergrad as an athletic trainer, everyone, which is like 10 people, none of them are athletic trainers. Like 8 of them are nurses, and 2 of them are fitness instructors in some capacity, not in CrossFit. So, um, yeah, this was a good little interview. I wish I could like see it. I want to hear it. I don't want them to write it, just to be honest. But it is what it is. Um, mhm. Go back to this. Perfect. So, just want to take a minute to say thank you to my sponsor, Third Z. Third Z is the #1 sleep supplement on the market, and even more so because there is no melatonin. If you think you like melatonin, you do, but you're addicted to it. It's altering your hormonal production of melatonin, which is naturally occurring, and that's a big no-no. So if you rely on sleep supplements, one, that's bad. You probably should work through that. But if you're trying to work yourself off of melatonin or trying to find something more cleaner and sustainable, Third Z is for you. PM Recovery Collagen. All right. I take it every night. I don't get a lot of sleep. I have gotten a lot of sleep this week because I think I was very underslept the last few weeks. And it helps me stay asleep, get to sleep fast, and sleep very effectively within the hours that I am sleeping. So scan that QR code for 15% off. And I promise you, it will change the way that you sleep and recover without using addictive, hormonal, mm, disrupting drugs. Sweet. Um, Sean, hours are insane. The mix of hours post grad, and yeah, it's tough. It's a grind, and then the money's not that good, right? Yeah, it's cool. So, say you hit the lottery, you get to work for the Cowboys, right? Sweet. Well, you're at practice an hour before everybody because you have to beat the first player there. You're at practice an hour later than everyone because you have to make sure that you're staying past anyone that needs work, etc. Games, travel, boom. You have to do that for college, pro teams, elites, etc. It's rough. It's a grind. Same thing with like the sports PT thing or the strength coach, right? I took that route in college. I graduated 2012 from University of West Florida here in Pensacola. I was doing an internship at South Alabama, go Jags, and I was going to do the strength coach thing, right? And so the way that flows is basically you're an intern and then you become a GA, which is a grad assistant, almost identical to um, athletic training. And then from your GA, you get an assistant coach job at like a really low D7 school. Okay. And so these the GA, right, is paid school, right? You're a grad assistant, so you teach a little, and then you get it, you get a scholarship, etc. But then your first job is usually at a football school, okay, in the middle of North Dakota County agricultural tech, right, middle of nowhere. One of my GAs, I was an intern at this school. One of the GAs got his first job, right? He was a GA at South when I was there as an intern. So he was a couple years ahead of me, and he got an offer. We were at a big convention, CSCCA, um, and he got his first offer, right? And he's the only GA. There was like 5 interns. We all went down, and he got offered like 26. We were in the van, and I was like, 26? I was like, dollars an hour? He was like, 1,000. And I was like, y'all, $26,000? This is in 2012. Okay. Now, mind you, very similar to what Sean is saying, as a strength coach, especially at a football school, that could be your normal work year is 2,000 hours. Okay. 40 hours a week, 50 weeks, 2 weeks vacation. That's like the general thought when you're trying to figure out how much you make an hour if someone pays you salary. Okay. So you just divide it by 2,000. Okay. And so it was divided that, but with football, if you're at a football school, that work year is probably closer to 4,000 hours. because you include travel and weekends, okay? And it's definitely more than 8 hours a day, right? Because you have 5 a.m. golf, right? And 6 p.m. swimming, or we'll say call it 5 a.m. swimming and 6 p.m. golf, okay? Well, you're there throughout the day. Yeah, you might not be working the entire time, but you can't leave the facility because athletes are allowed to come in, etc. So let's just assume you work 5 hours, you work 60 hours a week. So that already makes that a 3,000-hour work year. And say you're in charge of baseball. Everyone has to go with football. Everyone's always with football because there's so many athletes, right? And um, so you have to travel for 8 weeks out of the year, right? All weekend, right? Leave on Thursday, come back on Sunday or Monday, right? Assuming that that's all work, okay? It's fun for a year or two. It's a 4,000-hour work year. 4,000 divided by 26 is $6.50 an hour, guys. I knew then that I didn't want to do strength coach. And call me superficial or shallow or materialistic, but $6.50 is it's a hard pill to swallow. So I went the PT route, but it's a grind. It's such a grind to do the strength coach or the athletic trainer world. I know we kind of drifted way off of dietitian here. Not that any of you guys have any interest in any of this, but just a fun little fact of the collegiate strength and conditioning world. So I knew I wanted to do PT, and I found CrossFit like a year later, hated it, then fell in love very quickly once I started, and then that was all she wrote. Um, Let's see. What else are we talking about this morning? Oh my God. Oh, I worked out yesterday. It was a good one. It was 10 minutes. I ripped. It was 5 deadlifts, 4 box jumps at 30, and 3 bar muscle ups. Not too bad. I got 11 rounds. I was kind of like waterfalling with an athlete, so I got held up a little bit, and then I ripped with like a minute left, and so I kind of just shut it down. But I was pumped that you mommed it. That was the goal. I was pretty proud of myself. It was nice. Oh man, I am all over. I'm sniffly. All right. What else do we want to talk about? I wanted to talk about MetFix. Let's see. Oh, this is up. Let's see. Nope. Stop sharing. Fittest Experience. No. Yep. That's not right. Online qualifier. Here we go. I don't quite understand it, but we'll just go with it. Share. Here we go. All right. So, can you guys hear?
Welcome to week 1 of the Fittest Experience online qualifier. Qualifier 25.1 is as many repetitions as possible in 5 minutes of an ascending ladder of snatch and 8 burpee over bar. The workout begins with 1 snatch followed by 8 burpee over bar. For each round, you will go up by 1 rep on the snatch while the 8 burpee over bar stay at 8 reps. You will complete 1-8, 2-8, 3-8, etc. until time is called. For the snatch, any style is permitted: a squat snatch,
This
a
is
power
really
snatch,
fast.
or a split snatch. For the burpee over bar, a 2-foot takeoff is not required. You may jump or step over the bar. Your score is the total number of repetitions completed in the 5 minutes. For the official movement standards, as well as information for masters, teens, intermediate, and rookie divisions, download the 25.1 scorecard and workout description from thefittestexperience.com.
Oh, this is going to be fast. I don't know if this is a strength workout, which is pretty interesting. We're going to look at all of them, and then we'll evaluate them a little bit. 20 minutes, 15 calories. Just listen to it. Can you guys hear this? Can someone tell me if they can hear it? So we're not just listening to a video that they can't hear.
Welcome
me
to
a
week
yay or
1
nay.
of the Fittest Experience online qualifier. Qualifier 25.2, presented by Yeti, is as many repetitions as possible in 20 minutes of 15 or 11 calorie row,
Guys,
15 wall
can you
balls,
hear the
and an
video?
ascending
Okay,
ladder
good.
of
Thank
double
you.
unders. The
See,
workout
it's not
begins
that
with
hard.
15
Just
calories for
interact,
men
people.
and 11
It
calories
says
for
live
women,
chat.
followed by 15 wall balls and then 10 double unders. For each
Oh,
round, the
this
row and the
workout
wall ball will
makes me
stay
want
the
to throw
same
up.
rep count, while the double unders will increase by 10 reps. Round
Wall balls
2
into
will have
double
20
unders
double
is
unders.
always such
Round
a
3
rough.
will have 30 double unders,
I
etc.
would do good. I
We
might
will
do this
continue in
workout
this
today,
fashion
actually.
until time is called. The rower must be positioned so the camera can record the monitor. The monitor
Should
must
me
be
and
set
John
to
do this
0
as
at
our
the
head-to-head?
beginning of each row,
I
and you
think
may
I
have
would
assistance
smoke
in setting
him.
it each round. Your score is the total number of repetitions completed in the 20 minutes. For the official movement standards, as well as information for masters, teens, intermediate, and rookie divisions, download the 25.2
Dude, this is
scorecard
a
and
fucking
workout
heart rate
description from
blast.
thefittestexperience.com.
This workout. Very aerobic. Okay, and last one.
The Warrior Work Online Qualifier. Qualifier 25.3.
There's only 3?
The Warrior Workout, presented by Zoa.
I think
is
there's
a
6. Don't they do this over
workout
2
where the
weeks?
dumbbell thrusters
Because there's not a
increase in
strength
reps
piece in
and the
this.
gymnastic movement increases in
So I'm
difficulty.
assuming it seems like
You'll
it's a
set your
little.
clock to 12 minutes. The workout starts with a 3-minute time cap for 2 rounds
This
of
is a good
9
workout.
dual dumbbell thrusters
18.
and 18 toes to bar. If both rounds are completed within the 3-minute window, the athlete
Assume
will
it's
earn
50,
an additional
35.
3 minutes to complete 2 rounds of 12 dual dumbbell thrusters
Oh,
and
he
15
forgot what he was going to do.
pull-ups.
Watch this.
12 minutes to complete
He
2
kind of just
rounds
stood
of
there.
12 dual dumbbell
Oh,
thrusters and
he sort of stood
15
up.
pull-ups.
Forgot he was
Once the
doing that.
2
Oh, is
rounds
that
are
pull-ups?
completed, the athlete may
Ooh.
immediately
Huh.
begin the next 2-round section. The athlete does not need to wait for the 3-minute window to end before moving into the next section.
He's
If both
fucking
rounds
huge
are
too.
completed by the 6-minute mark,
They're all
the athlete
big.
will earn an additional 3 minutes to complete 2 rounds of 15 dual dumbbell thrusters and 12 chest to bar pull-ups. If both rounds are completed by the 9-minute mark, the athlete will
Yokes.
earn an additional
Huge.
3 minutes to
Huge.
complete 2 rounds of
You
18
think he's
dual
clean?
dumbbell
He's
thrusters
massive.
and 9 bar muscle-ups. There is a 12-minute time cap on this workout. The score is the total time it takes to complete the entire workout. If you are unable to complete the work within the cutoff time for
Yes,
each
John, if
section,
there's 2
your
weeks.
workout is done,
I
and your
think there's
score
2
will
weeks
be
of
the
this.
total number of repetitions. Standards. Download the 25.3 scorecard and workout description from thefittestexperience.com.
Cool. All right. First workout. This is so fast. He's a stud. He's a stud. He's a goober from what I've heard, but he seems like a nice guy. Okay. No, what happened here? I don't want to look at that. The live chat and shows. Anyone want to come join? That's weird. Here we go. No, go away. There we go. All right. This is going to be so painful, right? I mean, I think your goal is to basically do a round, try and average a round every 2 minutes for pretty much the whole thing. Cool. Thank you, Buddha 180. What is on your... What is that? Is that like a yin and yang symbol with dragons? That's pretty sick. Okay, so 3 more workouts. That makes sense. So for sure be a lift. This is like a power endurance piece. See, look at that. I can't even see it. It's tiny on my screen. So we've got like, where are we at here? Come on. So we've got like a power endurance piece, right? For this snatch burpee. I don't think, ooh, I bet that's a sick tat on your vac. On your vac. I hope that doesn't mean your ball sack. Let's go with back. Yeah, I think that's a good. I don't know if I want a dragon like you talking about like the mother of dragons, like Game of Thrones style. You want a dragon? If I had a dragon, I would just want it to stay like the size of a cat. You know, like I wouldn't want to get a big one, right? It's like a little dragon. Like you like cook my chicken really quick. You know, so it's like 10 pounds. You know, so just like little like psst, right, one of those. I think Bennett's awake. Might be a short show. Nope. This is going to be quick, right? Initially, you're like, all right, 8 burpees, 1 snatch takes 30 seconds. Does anyone touch and go? Where's John? I need John to tell me if he's going to touch and go this shit. I think that'd be sick. Like, just like use your dragon as like a small dog. I think so. I'm on the pod, the morning pod. It's going to get really hard. You got to be really strong, right? So, you do have to be very powerful here to not slow down on the snatches. You don't have to go. I don't think you. I mean, the winners will go. They will sprint this whole thing. But I don't know, man. I think some people are going to touch and go the first few, like to 3 or 4, and then go right to singles, just because you're going to run out of time really quick. So yeah, this will be interesting. It'll be a good one, but I'm guessing like in the round of 8s, like somewhere in the 8, I think is where people are going to get to. This one again, I think definitely the 2-minute, because you're going to start with 15 cal row, and people are going to be rowing hard. They'll be off at like 40 seconds. They'll be trying to row 1200 wall balls, 25 seconds with transition, call it 30. So we're like a minute 15, maybe a minute 20, 10 double unders is quick, but then those double unders are going to get compounding really fast. But I'm thinking, let's see, 150 cal row, 8 minutes is a good time. Wall ball, 150, so you're thinking 10 rounds, right? So 5 minutes if you're unbroken. So we're at 13 minutes. So maybe over 10 rounds, maybe an 11th round. Yeah, dude, Guy's fucking ginormous. He's so big. Go run. I'm not as emotionally invested as hating on his inability to do aerobic stuff, but I feel like Mayhem is missing the mark. I'll say it straight up. Call me out. I just feel like they are. Or maybe he just doesn't like to hurt, right? I mean, there's always that point too. I think there's a mental component that some people just, man, they just don't dig into it. This is really clever. Very much a play on open workouts 14.3, right? 14.2. Yeah. Pinterest. I can't believe that's funny. That's how it popped up. Yeah, so share this tab. So play on this, increasing volume, but I love it. Such a great design of a workout. Thrusters, start easy, toes to bar. This one's going to get so hard. Pressing out of that bar muscle up is going to be so nasty. You're going to have to bank a really good bit of time. But someone does this in a minute. So 2 minutes, round 1, right? And they stay unbroken. They stay unbroken here. This is actually even maybe a little bit faster. Toes pull-ups are a lot faster than a toes to bar. So we'll say 4. Someone gets there at 4 minutes. Maybe just over 4. And then here's where it's going to start to get tough to stay unbroken, but I think people still do it. And then again, I think it stays at that 2-minute mark, maybe even a little faster. So 8, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think anyone does this unbroken at this point. Maybe they do. It's a lot of thrusters, right? 18, 24, that's 32. That's not right. 42, 30, 62, and then 36. That's 90, 98 thrusters. It's a lot of thrusters. And how many pulling patterns? I guess it's the opposite, right? So 98 pulling gymnastics, finishing with 18 bar muscle ups. That's spicy as fuck. That's going to be a tough one for sure. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people finish it. I think a good bit of people finish it under that 9-minute, like the elites finish it under that 9-minute mark. What's a good one? Is pro the same or intermediate? What's the intermediate version? Just a lighter dumbbell 40s. Same thing. Ugh, the intermediate's going to get waxed on this. That's going to be really tough. What's the weight on the bar? for intermediate. It can't be the same weight. No. 135. Here it is. And then I wonder what's different. This one's probably the same. Yeah, same workout. Oh, intermediate. Yeah. What's different is the wall ball to 10 feet for the girls. Would that be the difference? Yeah, it's all the same. That's what I figured. Ooh. Oh, man. What else? Anything worth talking about in the world of... Oh. So, because I support my man, Ben got his tag. So he got his elk. His buddy passed away. A good friend that was going to come hunting with him, a dad, lifelong friend, child friend, like great husband, great man, passed away just a few weeks ago. Lost his battle with cancer. And yeah, he was going to go elk hunting with him this year. And he went downhill really fast. So I know this is really emotional for Ben, but he got his elk towards the end of the season, only a few days left. So congrats to him, however you feel about it. I just wanted to say awesome job, Ben. Let's see. Ooh, like this. I don't know what's happening here. What'd you ask? Is Luca doing the qualifier? I feel like I saw him do the qualifier. Yep. Still doing CrossFit, which is good. Oh, look who decided to join us. Welcome. Yeah, good luck to Luca. You guys probably shouldn't see probably not a good idea. My feed. Well, I guess my feed. What the fuck? Here we go. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want you guys to see this morning. This is crazy.
Shit. Deep dry needling. There is absolutely no reason to skewer somebody's forearm with an acupuncture needle like this. This has no added benefits. This just has added potential risks of creating two sources of potential infections and complications.
I've never seen anything like this.
Please, if you go for some acupuncture or dry needling, don't let anybody do this to you.
I mean,
and if you do nerves, acupuncture and dry needling,
muscles, tendons,
don't bloody do this to anybody. This is complete and utter nonsensical.
That was wild. Let's go, baby. Miami plays tonight. Just to be clear, here we go. Football time. Gus is here. Watch this. Let's see. In case anyone didn't know, if you follow college football, who has the #1 odds for the Heisman watch? That's right. Cam fucking Ward. Miami, guys. I've been a Miami fan since I was 10. And I don't even remember the first 10 years of being a Miami fan. So I've been a Miami fan my whole life. We haven't been this good in a long time. Long time. But to have our quarterback as the #1 odds for the Heisman, as Chris said, my nuts went up. It makes mine tickle. I'm so excited. Maggie started one-on-one coaching today, guys. So if you guys are interested, head over to WODprep.com/coaching. I'd love to chat with you if you're interested in getting some one-on-one work with our awesome team. It's full of physical therapists. If you've got an injury, we'll keep you training. We'll integrate training and programming and rehab into the same training plan. You won't miss a beat. So, but Maggie started one-on-one today and started testing with Coach Nelson. So Super excited for her. But let's fucking go. I can't believe this is actually happening. This is crazy, though. Texas has 2 quarterbacks on the same. I can't believe Arch Manning is on there. That's just because of his name. That's stupid. All right. Let's see. What else back on Instagram?
Doing hard things is good for you, physically and mentally. And not only just doing hard things that maybe intimidate you a little bit, but doing hard things voluntarily. If you were the sort of person...
Yeah, I agree. Do hard things. It's literally on the... This was dumb. Did you just change your picture, Sean? What just happened here? Did you sign into something else? Is it different, Sean?
Guys, behind your shower.
Should black people eat deer?
What is happening?
Here's some things they don't tell you when you buy your first
Nothing
house.
fun. Okay. Whoa. Be hard. Just be hard. That's what she said. Maybe she said you're not hard enough. I got a good story. So, oh, I got shit in my ear. So, I coach an athlete, and she was at the Masters games, and pause. All right, guys, what do we think? Does this one give bigger douche vibes, or does this one? I don't know. I feel like they're both kind of close. Sorry, buddy. Like one is like, look at me, I do fitness, and then the other one is, look at me, I lift weights, and I could lift more weights. I don't know. I guess this one's less real big douche vibes. I coach an athlete that I've coached for like 6 years. Okay, she was at the Masters CrossFit Games, and she recently started working with another coach for a specific skill, and so we're at the games, and that other coach comes up. It was during an event, and I'm there where she's about to go, and 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 we're chatting. Me and the athlete are just chatting a bit, and she talks to him too, the other coach, and I knew that they had been working together recently. Like I had kind of just found out, and so he looks at me, and he goes, "Oh, do you coach her too?" And I was like, I had never been so insulted. And he's the nicest guy, right? He wouldn't mean it as an insulting thing, but I've been coaching her 100% one-on-one for 6 years, and he's been coaching her for like 3 weeks. And I'd never been so like pissy about a comment in CrossFit in my whole life. I was like, "Do I coach her too?" I was like, "Yes, I do. I do." Anyways, it just reminded me. What's happening in the chat here? Should I do a selfie? I was thinking, yeah. I think a shower pic. Like just like peeking your head through, right? One of those. Ugh. He did. It kind of sounded like I thought he did, but I don't think so. This is it for sure. Dude, you got a super well-shaped bald head. I'm loving it. That's like a very do you always rock the stash? Let's see. I'm guessing so. Yeah. Duke. Shh. I thought he did, but again, he's too nice. He did it. He did it. What's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? You guys want to see Duke? Duke shot. Oh, sit. You're so loud. Why are you barking? Is there someone here? No, there's no one here. It's okay. What's wrong? He was barking. Something scared him. He got a little limp. I think he's getting arthritis, guys. It makes me sad. It makes me super sad. What's wrong? He's all up on the grill. What is it? Huh? What is it? Go lay down. Okay, go lay down. Thanks, Craig. It's a good one. Oh, whoops. You guys stare at my dick. Dude, go lay down. I don't think anyone's here, is there? Check my ring. Oh, man. I was just thinking this the other day. So I was born in the 90s. I was born in 90. And so my like peak doing bad shit as a kid time frame, which wasn't that bad. I was a pretty good kid. I was around a lot of bad shit, but I didn't do a lot of bad stuff. I snuck out, right? We drank a little, and smoked a little pot, but nothing crazy. I got good grades and I got to college and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so like my peak sneaking out time, right? And really sneaking over to my girlfriend's house, was like 2004. So I was 14 till like the end of high school, right? 2007, 8-ish. And I think about it now as like, it was so easy. I just like went out my window. Remember, my window was at the front of the house. I just went out the side of it because it's kind of like this, like almost like looked like it would have been like a hexagon, right? And so the right one kind of like faced away from the road, and it was like a whole other side of the house, and it was easy to sneak out. Dad would sleep. I'd walk over. My girlfriend lived like a mile away. I'd walk on over, not even a mile. We'll call it a quarter mile. And same at my mom's house. We actually, like, my parents lived like half a mile apart or a quarter mile apart, and then the girlfriend lived in the other one. And anyways, that's where I would sneak out. I didn't do much else. But we have Ring now, and like Bennett will never be able to do anything that we don't know. I mean, they'll figure it out some way, and I hope they do. I hope they can experience some of those things and obviously be safe about it. But kids are just fucked nowadays. Like, they can't do what we did, right? They can't sneak out. They can't be lost. Like, you have like whatever it is, that Life 360. Like, they're just never going to get away with anything. So yeah, they're just not going to get away with anything. I feel bad for him. What do you guys think? Who has kids? Do anyone have kids that are like of sneaking out age yet? We're close. No, maybe. Anyways. That's right. Exactly. Or they like hide. What do? They like make a fake Instagram account, right? They like have their one that like you follow and you can see all their stuff, but then they have a secret one. Isn't that the gist? Or that was the gist for a while. That's what they did. Bennett is up, but he's not making too much noise. Chris, my kids didn't drink. They were boring. That's probably a good thing. Well, as long as they felt like, this is how I look at it, right? I didn't drink a lot. I played baseball. I wanted to do the baseball thing in college. And so that kind of really drove me not to be a total piece of shit. I was around a lot of hard drugs and dealing and things like that when I was younger. I was a no rep. And so, but I drank a little bit. I drank a pretty decent amount in college. They let the battery drain out on purpose. I don't know what this means. They let the battery drain out on purpose. Oh, like of their phone? Oh no. Is this like of their phone? Oh, we would fight. They had a phone and I couldn't get a hold of them. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. Mm-hmm.
In jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail.
My kid's 2. He's almost to be 2 in a week. Sean Bennett is right there. Let's see. Do I have a recent picture? Obviously, I have 1,000 pictures of him on my phone. We'll show him. He's so cute. I love him so much. Guys, being a dad is 100% the best thing ever. Let's see. My wife has all the better pictures. She hides them from me. She's a brat. Here we go. Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh, that was weird. Oh, fuck that, Matt. Dude. Nope. Whoa. What happened? What are we doing here? Open. Okay. And try one more time. I don't know about that. I don't need to know everything. I just need to know they're not dead. You know what I mean? That's all I need. I just need to know they're not dead. And like getting addicted to hard drugs, right? Or like getting a girl pregnant. As long as I can as long as it's not that, then I'm fine. What is happening? Why does this keep doing this? Here we go. Percent share. Window. This is my little nugget. He's so cute. I love him so much. This is Bennett. His birthday is October 9th. He's almost 2. This is at school. And he's the best. I love it, dude. I love being a dad more than anything in my life. I knew I would love it. I knew I really would, but I didn't think I'd love it this much, man. It's so cool. I love every second of it. So he is a stud. He's such a good looking kid. He's super funny. He talks like he's like full sentence stuff, and like every now and then, well, a lot of the time, he has like very resounding like affirmation words, like yes, like very phonetically correct. And then and he's like putting together sentences now, and so obviously he loves Blaze. It's like his favorite thing, and so we try not to Jesus, John. Oh, I thought you had a 23, 19, and 13 and a toddler. No, different people. Awesome. 15 months. It's so great. Sean, is that your first? Good luck, buddy. Good luck, Ian. Good luck, man. It's going to be great. Ian, are you in WODprep? I feel like, are you in WODprep programming? Too long. Too much for me personally. Too much bandwidth between ages. We're trying to get our second one soon. This I couldn't imagine anything fucking worse. I couldn't imagine anything worse. I want another one, and then that's it. Yeah, But anyways, he's just not going to be able to get away with anything. But I want him to, you know, like I want him to experience that stuff. Like I don't want to, I want to shelter him from, you know, some things, but like not the things that we were able to do. You know what I mean? I want to shelter him from like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll move on. Political stuff, right? Like I don't want him to be around that, but like, you know, I want him to sneak out. Like I want him to, you know, sneak a girl in or whatever, right? Go get drunk and me have to pick him up and ground him. You know what I mean? Like I want those things for him, but they're just probably not going to happen. His mom is also not going to let that happen. Even though she did it. She was an angel though. Guys, when I tell you I have a wife, that's right. I knew I remembered your name. Well, congrats on the baby. Prayers to you and your wife. I hope it goes well. I know it will. And this is fucking crazy, Chris. That's a pretty intense span. In case you guys didn't see. Chris's locker code, i.e., I'm assuming child ages 30, 28, 27, 25, 23, 21. That's a lot of first cars, buddy. Sheesh. Hell of a 10 years, exactly. I assume you're done now. It's been 21 years. I'm gonna, but yeah, I want to keep it here, and not because, you know, I mean, it is. I'm kind of selfish, right? Like I have this like vision, you know, like I just don't want to have kids in the house for 20 years personally, right? I just don't. You know what I mean? I want to do the thing, and then I want to be a grandparent. I want to be like very cliche and you know, traditional in that mindset, and you know, when they're done and we get to do our thing and then support him and his growth as a father and a businessman. You know what I mean? Like I want to do all that stuff. I don't want to like be helping him start a business. Dude, what are you fucking feeding these kids over here? What are they national champion in? So confused. Chris, we need to have you on so we can interview you. You know, but like I couldn't imagine having like a toddler in the house when I'm trying to help Bennett like start a business, right? Or like get through college or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to be in the moment, like in it with their thing. Yeah, this happens. I mean, I'm probably gonna get snipped. I just don't, you know, I don't want to take any risks. So it's but good for you, man. That's awesome. I'm super happy for you. But yeah, dude, raising kids is such a such a scary time right now, depending on where you live and what you believe in. And it's just weird, right? Like it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say like it's the hardest it's ever been, because it probably isn't, right? But it's still a little strange, you know, to like have to juggle, is school a good place to send your kid, right? Like, can you trust teachers to not fill their head with nonsense anymore, right? And they probably could back then too, right? In the 90s or whatever. But it's just weird, right? Like we probably won't be able to let our son just play outside till the lights come on, right? That commercial, do you know where your kids are? It's 10 o'clock. You know, we just probably won't be able to do that anymore. I don't know. Strange. Strange to think, right? I hope we don't limit their ability to grow up and be normal and have the experiences that we had. Makes me nervous. Yeah. This is true. This is why I do this. We were talking about this last night because I have been at home this week again for like the 5th week this school year. School year's only been in for fucking 6 weeks. We've probably kept him home like 12 days, a few to avoid sickness, a couple voluntarily, and then he was actually sick this time. And so it was last night. We couldn't get a babysitter over today, so I'm gonna be behind on work. We have a wedding this weekend. I think friends are coming over tonight, so we'll be behind. And I was just like sitting there, and I was like, this is what I wanted, right? Like I left my clinic, or I got rid of it. I've came into WODprep, my side hustle. I made it my full-time hustle so I could work from home, so I could be the dad that I always wanted to make sure that my son didn't prefer mom over dad, which he fucking does, by the way, even though he theoretically spends more time with me than he does with her, because I see him in the mornings and I'm home because she's at the preschool. Um, but he still likes her more, which is fine. But we, but the goal was to just like be able to stay home, be home when he's home, not have to like, make a lot of sacrifices, or him not see me, or only see him at night, et cetera, et cetera. And I had to sit because, we've had him home all week, way behind on work. I was traveling last weekend for the adaptive games, wedding this weekend. I travel next weekend to Coda or to Denver. And so, it gets to be a lot, right? Like it's really challenging to not get behind and to stay up. And I was just like, this is what we wanted. I wanted to be able to be at home with my kid, whether that means my wife is working or not, or whatever it is. And so I had to sit down and just remind myself that this is exactly what I wanted to be able to do, to not be upset when I have the opportunity to do it, right? To think of it more as a blessing instead of like, oh, he's home again, I'm going to be like, behind on work, etc. So I had to do a little reflection last night and kind of bring myself back to homeostasis there. Yeah, it's crazy. My wife, loves Bennett more than anything. It crushes her that he's homesick and she has to go to work. She doesn't have to go to work. It's a choice. Let's just be clear. We're fortunate enough that it's a choice, but hopefully that's going to be short-lived and we won't have to do this too much longer. And she'll be able to be home and we'll be able to start traveling. Go to see all you fuckers wherever you live and drop into your gyms and hang out. This is it. This is the goal. I'm trying to get some land. I don't know if we want to do the land thing or the travel thing. I think mine is the travel thing, right? So we got the camper. Truck and camper will be paid off in a couple years, which will be a nice pay raise. And hopefully once parents stops working, we'll be able to really put some miles on it, do the camper life for extended periods of time, not just 3-day weekends at the nice campground down the street. Bennett's making noise. All right. Let's see. We want to talk about anything else? Oh, not that. That was some serious techno music I was listening to. Yeah, I definitely don't want to farm, right? If we want land, it'll just be, up north a little bit, a couple, I mean, you don't even need to be land. You should be out of the city, right? You don't want to be too far away that like you got to drive an hour to go to Publix or the grocery store, right? Or like your only grocery store is like the general store where it's like, hey, I see you. Fried chicken, right, on the counter. What do you need, huh? You just being lovey. You being lovey. Hello. Boop. Speaking of this, whoops. Speaking, Duke, buddy, what do you need? You probably need to go potty, don't you? Okay, you got 5 minutes. Tiny houses with an awesome gym. That's pretty much what we want to do. So my goal is here soon is to potentially start having athletes that I coach, my higher level athletes, some of my potential semifinal and individual games athletes, get down to Pensacola and have a place to train. And so I have a gym here, but the end goal would be to create kind of something like Hepner has, where he's got like that. I mean, maybe not that, obviously that was like, a few $100,000, but like a facility where people can come train, an opportunity for some athletes to like live, if there's like a loft or like a suite house, like an in-law suite, you know what I mean? That would be the goal, because then we could write off like half the property, right? On the business would be freaking sick. Make it how we want, make it a video studio, write off the whole thing into WODprep or Movement Doctor or whatever. That's the goal, right? Keep it close enough to Pensacola. People could get in, they could stay for an extended period of time. I think that's my goal. I want to do some in-person coaching camps, etc. Big enough to host some camps. And that's the direction that I really would like to go. Gus, it's all good. We're west, right? So we're all the way in Pensacola. So we didn't even get, I woke up and I had a pillow from my like bench in front of my house that was on the ground, which means that it probably blew like 15 miles an hour. So one of like the 6 pillows that are on this bench. So I don't know what that means. I need to look it up. Baza clan. I don't know what that means. What is that? Is that like a E team? Like a E sports team? They all live in the same house? Is that this thing? This shows your age, because I have no fucking idea what this is. Do they like all live in the same house or something? I bet these kids are so fucking rich. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're all poor. Oh my God. I hate the fact that I pulled that up. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I used to live in Miami. No, not like that. Like just something where it's just like a local, yeah. Ugh. It's terrible. No, not that. Just like a training hub, right? Kind of like, I don't know, I guess a camp, right? Just something, a place where my athletes can come and train, right? Which might entice other athletes to come and train with us, do the coaching thing. Wouldn't mind like being a coach for a games athlete. That'd be kind of cool, So if you guys know anyone that's looking for a coach, send them my way. I wouldn't mind putting my hat in the ring. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I can't believe I'm on this page. I gotta get off. Blech. No one likes that. This is sweet. I know you are. Oh, you are now. Where are you at? This is a good one. Here we go. This is funny. I think Hiller just posted this. No, last night? No, just posted it. Dude, Tanner coming in hot. Adios, brother. Have a good day, Chris. This is intense. This is This isn't Hiller messaging them. The agency I work with has old footage of me training, and I've done a shitload of CrossFit. Way more than you and 99% of all devout CrossFitters. I eventually just realized how stupid it is, and you never get any better. You just get slowly worse. CrossFit's a shit brand and a shit company. More importantly, why the fuck do you even care? Damn, that's aggressive. Holy shit. That was intense. Sheesh. Shoosh. That was funny. You slowly get worse. That's aggressive. He's salty because he got waxed by Taylor. You remind me. This is how you remind me. Oh, Mom. Can't wait till Bennett can yell at me. Yeah, I love it. Good job, Peter. All right. Anyways. All right. I think that's it. I think that was a good show. Thanks for hanging around, guys. I'll see y'all Monday. I don't know. Right? Let me double check my schedule. I assume Monday. 30th. Yep. I'm actually here. First, I always have so many to-dos, bills. And then the 7th. Yep. This will be good. Bennett's birthday is the 9th. I do this every Monday and Friday, Sean. Every Monday and Friday. Currently. I'd like to do it more. Maybe if I don't know, my job might be shifting up a little bit here soon, but we'll see. Which could lead me to maybe less or more. Well, I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Maybe Friday morning. That'll be really early because it'll be like 5:30. I might do it a little bit later on the 11th because I'll be in Denver. But yeah, every Monday, Friday, I'll try and be here. Hit the subscribe, guys. Right. Make sure to subscribe. If you guys really enjoy it, I'd love for you to join, support us, me, Travis, and John, to do this more often, more frequently, more fun shit, right? We're all pretty busy, but we would like to do this to actually create a revenue source for us, which would prioritize it more and allow us to do it more frequently. So we'd love for you guys to join, right? Pay some people to actually like make good graphics for us and things like that. And so, yeah. So hit that join button, right? If you subscribed, awesome. Turn the bell on. Make sure to hit that join too. We would love for you to become part of our membership. That would be great. But hey, thanks, guys. Again, thank you, Third Z, for doing all that you do for us, being our number one sponsor. If you guys are looking for the best sleep supplement on the market, make sure to click that QR code, even just to learn more, right? I'd love to chat with you guys a little bit more about it. It's my crutch, and it helps me keep doing what I do, which is a lot of shit, by the way. So a lot of work, a lot of data, not a lot of training, maybe more training at one time. So, all right, guys, enjoy the week.